Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Saturday, November 5, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe and push that notification bell to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. And if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. By becoming a member of the High Stakes Patreon, you will have access to our best team picks, total picks, parlay picks and much more. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting predictions that ends up costing you a lot of time and money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Denver Nuggets vs San Antonio Spurs. The Nuggets have won 3 of their last 4 games and 3 straight home games. They are one of the best defensive teams in the league, scoring more than 115 points per game, and they play better at home where they are making over 46% of their shots. They've been sharp from 3-point range in their last 3 games, making over 46% of their shots. They are also one of the best rebounding teams in the league, and they've been very aggressive on the offensive glass, which will lead to more scoring opportunities. They also do a good job protecting the ball and won't give the Spurs a lot of easy scoring opportunities. The Spurs have struggled defensively this season, giving up more than 120 points per game, and they're playing on consecutive nights against a team that has been off for 2 days, so expect them to have a hard time slowing down the Nuggets in this game. The Spurs have also played well offensively, but their average dropped in their last 3 games, with the team making 44% of their shots during the stretch. They also didn't shoot the ball well from long distance, making less than 40% of their 3-point shots in their last 3 games. They don't rebound the ball as well as the Nuggets, and they've been very careless with the ball, turning it over more than 20 times per game in their last 3 games. The Nuggets play very good defense at home, holding opponents under 110 points per game, and will keep San Antonio's offense in check, so go with Denver to cover the spread. Take the Denver Nuggets -9 points. Although San Antonio is 5-3 and hitting the over to begin the 2022-23 season, they are 0-1 on back-to-backs, and I expect that to go to 0-2. The Spurs will be playing with tired legs, and they should try to slow down the pace from its league-leading 106.7. Denver, meanwhile, plays at a pace of 96.2, which is dead last in the NBA, and if the Spurs do slow it down, there won't be a ton of possessions to go around. Along with that, if Denver gets out to an early lead, it will force the Spurs to shoot 3-pointers, which they did against the Raptors and did not do effectively, so I like the under here. Phoenix Suns vs Portland Trail Blazers. The Trail Blazers defeated the Suns in October, mostly thanks to Damian Lillard's 41-point performance. Portland was down 111-106 with 1:40 to go in overtime, but the Blazers shut down the Suns in the crunch time, while Anthony Simmons made a hook shot with 7.2 seconds left to decide the winner. This time around, the Trail Blazers might miss both Lillard and Simmons, so I'm backing the red-hot Suns to get revenge and cover. Phoenix possesses great depth, which would be a huge factor on the second night of a back-to-back, especially if Lillard remains sidelined. The Suns boast the highest defensive rating in the NBA, tallying 119.8 points per 100 possessions. They also lead the league in assists per 100 possessions, 30.2. The Suns surrender 107.8 points per 100 possessions, tied 4th in the NBA, while the Trail Blazers rank 12th in both offensive efficiency, 114.1, and defensive efficiency, 110.7. Take the Phoenix Suns ATS. The Portland Trail Blazers fell to 5-2 on the season, following a 111-106 home loss to the Memphis Grizzlies this past Wednesday. But they covered a 5.5-point spread, improving to 6-1 ATS. While Damian Lillard sat out his 2nd straight game due to a calf injury, Anthony Simons led the way for the Trail Blazers with 31 points and 8 assists. Jusuf Nurkic posted a 23.13 rebound double-double, and Jerami Grant added 23 points and 5 boards. The Phoenix Suns entered Friday's game versus Portland riding a 5-game winning streak. Last Tuesday, the Suns beat the Minnesota Timberwolves 116-107 as 4-point home favorites and moved to 6-1 and 5-2 ATS on the season. Despite missing DeAndre Ayton due to an ankle injury, the Suns found a way to contain the Timberwolves' powerful frontcourt, while Cameron Johnson went off for 29 points on 7 for 11 shooting from deep. Devin Booker went just 6 for 18 from the field against Minnesota, finishing with 18 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. The Trail Blazers were listed as 12.5-point underdogs for Friday's battle against the Suns. Damian Lillard remained on the shelf, and Anthony Simons was ruled out due to foot inflammation. Both Lillard and Simmons are questionable to play Saturday, and the Blazers' backcourt might be pretty shorthanded. Keep your eyes on rookie Sheetan Sharp, 8.3 ppg, 2.9 rpg, who'll play big minutes in Dame's and Simmons' absence. The Portland Trail Blazers have been one of the surprise teams of the league, as they've won 6 of their first 8 games, and they will be looking to stay hot after beating the Suns in a 108-106 road win last night. Jerami Grant led the way with 30 points and 5 assists, Jusuf Nurkic added 14 points, 8 rebounds and 3 assists, while Justice Winslow and Nasser Little scored 12 points each. As a team, the Trail Blazers shot 50% from the field and 10 of 23 from the three-point line, as they poured in 34 points in the second quarter to build a 15-point lead before escaping on a buzzer-beating game winner from Grant. After the Suns came back to tie the scores, Chris Paul notched a double-double of 15 points and 12 assists, while Michael Bridges had 19 points and a +20 net rating. Bismack Biyombo replaced Ayton in the starting lineup and posted 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 blocks. Ayton was listed as probable to play Friday against the Trail Blazers. Without Damian Lillard in the lineup, the leading scorer is Anthony Simons, with an average of 22.0 points per game, while Josh Hart is the leader in assists, with an average of 4.0 assists per game. Jusuf Nurkic is the leading rebounder with an average of 12.3 rebounds per game. Portland has 3 active players averaging double figures in scoring, and the Trail Blazers are shooting 46.8% overall and 37.9% from three-point territory. Phoenix looks for its 6th straight victory when hosting Portland on Saturday. The Suns are 6-1 and first in the Pacific Division, 2 1/2 games ahead of the second-place Los Angeles Clippers. Phoenix defeated the Minnesota Timberwolves 116-107 on Tuesday. Cameron Johnson was the leading scorer for Phoenix with 29 points. Phoenix committed only 11 turnovers and forced Minnesota into 18 turnovers. Devin Booker is the leading scorer for Phoenix with an average of 27.7 points per game, while DeAndre Ayton is the leading rebounder with an average of 8.2 rebounds per game, and Chris Paul is the leader in assists with an average of 11.0 assists per game. Phoenix has 5 players averaging double figures in scoring, and as a team, the Suns are shooting 48.8% overall and 35.6% from three-point territory. Take the over here.